Agreed.
The Minister, when you gave your opening statement earlier, you talked about people being frustrated and disappointed. It is so far and so wide of the mark. Frustrated and disappointed is such a set of tame terms. People are absolutely outraged. They're furious, and they have a right to be furious. And this has to be a game changer. If it's not a game changer, we might as well just hang our hats up, because nothing will change. There has got to be serious action as a consequence of this. I think there's an enormous realisation of white-collar crime in Ireland. It really goes virtually unpunished, and there's loads of evidence of that, and that's why people are saying, yet again, here we go again. The 2011 election was supposed to be that election that changed everything, where people wanted reform. The kind of reform they wanted was for this kind of behaviour that caused the crash, for us to put in place the kind of systems and services and checks and balances that would not allow that to happen again. And yet we still have that kind of fragmentation, the kind of institutions and organisations that clearly can't cope with the issues that are in front of them. The Office of Director of Corporate Enforcement on their website says they want to improve the compliance environment for corporate activity in the Irish economy by encouraging adherence to the requirements of the Companies Act and bring to account those who disregard the law. Well, clearly we've seen a very big failure in relation to that in this court case. I had experiences of dealing with the Office of the Director of Corporate Enforcement around the time I was dealing with the issue in relation to SiteServe. And my contacts were in relation to, for example, where there was definitely evidence of a spike in shares in a company that was not, was heavily indebted, and essentially my contacts were there was letters back and forth, and I was told it wasn't their role, and they don't hold that information. And really, if insider trading is not about corporate responsibility, I don't understand what is. We look to bring a solution to the table in 2015, when the Social Democrats first called for an independent anti-corruption agency. Some of these agencies work in other countries. We looked at examples of how they worked in other countries, and we brought that to the Dáil back in December 2015. At the time, it was voted down by Fine Gael and Labour. We persisted with calls to have undertaken extensive work on what such an agency would look like, how it would operate, and examples of such practice internationally, and they informed our research. 2 years on from the first introduction of our idea, I note Minister Coveney is using part of that idea. He said it should only apply to the public service. If this demonstrates anything, it cannot only apply to the public service. A functioning anti-corruption agency would prevent, it would investigate, and it would prosecute corruption in Ireland. It would consolidate the agencies because we have far too much fragmentation. They consolidate agencies charged with tackling corruption and strengthen the legislative framework in which they operate. It would help rebuild trust and renew public and international confidence in Ireland as a place to do business, not dodgy business, but clean and honest business. And I've got to say, when I was involved in relation to the SiteServe issue and the whole IBRC debacle, the number of people from the business world who contacted me was remarkable, and what they wanted was they wanted to operate in a country that had a fair and was a fair and honest place to do business, and they didn't believe Ireland was that place. If we look, for example, at the issue of Templemore at the moment and the Gardaí, The Garda staff that were assigned, it says in the report, the Garda staff that were assigned to administrative roles in the college had no training or experience of administration, had no knowledge of public or financial procedures. That is the Garda College that trains our guards. Is it any wonder that we don't take white-collar crime seriously? It's not taken seriously at every level. What it requires is political will to do something about it and to do something fundamental about it and not put this off into the future. Thank you.